Hey everybody from YouTube, it's I, RedRaven, and today we are going to start a new game called Analogue, a hate story. Now this game has been on Steam for a while now. It's already growing a nice sized community over it. So I figured, I'd show you all this wonderful little gem that is usually overlooked on Steam. Now, this is a visual novel, and for those who do not know what that is, it means there's pictures to an extent, but most of it is reading. It is a graphic visual novel. So, if you guys don't like, lots of reading and stuff, then, this video might not be for you, but if you're interested in, having a change and seeing how well this goes, well, then you guys are welcome to follow. So, let's see here. So far, we're presented with a rather plain background. Analogue hate story. Alright. We're gonna do a new game here, folks. Connecting. Connection established. Okay, well, hello. Starship. The Mugnawa. Mugnawa. We're just gonna call it Mugnawa. Internal computer, Monday, June 1st, 1970. Notice, the system is the property of the Unified Korean Space Probe Agency. Accessed by individuals not affiliated with UKSPA or a successor organization is a felony under the UKSPA Act of 2381. Okay. Last login, user Kim Hyune, 221432 2 days ago. Error, AI personality currently disabled, reverting to command line. Available commands, download, disable AI, enable AI, help, SU, quit. So, I'm saying SU is super user because it's command line. I'm, really well familiar with Linux and other kind of things like that. So, yeah. Alright. Let's see. We're going to go enable AI. Underscore. Okay, enable AI personality. Select personality, activate personality must be disabled first. Current available personality is Hyune. Okay, so I actually have to do. Alright, I see. If I can spell. AI. And then I'm supposed to do, I guess, star. HUYN-AE. HYUNAE. What the hell? We spelled it right, damn it. I think. Alright, well, let's just do it the other way. And then we're supposed to do just HYUN-AE. Okay, so we don't need the actual star before it. Okay. Says personality Hyune is now activated. You may now close this terminal with quit. Very well. Get us out of the olden days. Ooh, hello, pretty girl. Well, hello to you. Oh my word, an external connection. Is someone out there? Yes. Yes, there is. It's been so many years since I've spoken to anyone. Oh geez, I'm being discourteous. My apologies. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hyune. The star is, of course, silent. It just represents that I am an AI. Okay. I control all the log-keeping systems on the Makinawa, or at least what's left of them. Please just excuse me for 1 second. I'll give you a terminal so you can respond. There you are. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Okay. Hello? My name is Raven. Happy face. Ah, jeez, my apologies. I don't know why, but what you just typed looked like garbage to me. That's bad. I think there may be a problem with my language parsing systems. Okay. Ah! Sorry, anyone. Somehow your input is getting mangled between the terminal and me. I'm so terribly sorry. Let me just try something. Can you understand this? No. I can't. Alright, sure I can. Alright. Very well, we have that at least. I'm afraid if we can't get text input fixed, this will have to suffice. I'm terribly sorry, it must be difficult being unable to say anything. Well, I'm still talking anyway. You might not be able to hear me, damn it, but I can hear me. You two can hear me, so we're good. This might be difficult then. Well, nevertheless, as the archive system AI, I'll do my best to try and help you navigate these records anyway. Unfortunately, it might be a little difficult since, well, without language parsings, you won't be able to do text searches either. Well, damn it. Don't worry though, it's my duty to provide assistance with archive functions. I'll do my best. Right, let me see. I'll try to provide you with a sampling of logs to start out with, and you can just show me things that you want more information on. Okay. I hope that'll be acceptable to you. That's all I can do. Well, that's all I suppose. Pardon me. Let me just build you an interface to work with so you don't have to struggle with the terminal. Okay. I'm really loving the animations that she's having. They're not many animations, but subtle enough where, you know, you actually gain a personality out of her. You know, very well. It's all set. And, I suppose this is a little bit awkward, but, can I just say one more thing before you get to work? Yeah, why not? I'm just very happy to be working with you. I've had nobody to talk to for such a long time. It gets so lonely. Well, yeah, I bet it does. I mean, damn, how long have you been here again? I could see some reason for it. Having someone to talk to is just really, really, really amazing. I thought maybe I never would again. Sorry about the communication barrier, but even still. Ah, geez, I'm babbling. I won't hold you up any longer. Here's your interface. I hope it's good enough. Okay, let's see what we got. Damn, this is kind of AI that, you know, the Korean Unified Space Agency uses. Space Propagation, whatever the hell it is. I might want to just switch over. Yeah, why not? Alright, let's see here. Override terminal, access log, documents, speak to you. No mention. Alright, do we have any logs? Okay. Block 4. Okay. A Pack of Idiots by Smith Kyung-sam. And for those of you who are, you know, right now about to go and kill me for how I pronounce these names, forgive me, I don't know how to say them. Smith Kyung-sam. Okay. When our family falls into decline, I just wanted to be perfectly clear why. It's because Dae-hyun's sons are the biggest collection of idiots on the entire ship. Father says these sorts of words shouldn't be written down, calling them unfinal. But I'm skeptical. I intend no disrespect to my noble ancestors, but my dead uncle is no ancestor of mine, and his family deserves no respect. This has been in motion for years now. It was an inevitability, even, that any sons of the Dae-hyun would turn out the way they did. But up until now, to anyone outside of the family, it has been well hidden. Only now is it starting to fall apart in a way that no amount of good politics can disguise. The turning point was this year. At the time I write this, I'm returning from Sang Jun's funeral. In that family, there were 3 brothers: Sang Jung, the drunk; Sang Q, the dim-witted brute; and Sang Min, who, despite being the eldest, seems to have more interest in cavorting with courtesans than creating an heir. Noticeably absent from the morning proceedings was Sang Q. What he was doing, I do not know. Knowing him, I can only guess. Smith Kyung Sam's page, whatever. The affair was made even more laughable by Sang Min and his widowed mother's insistence that Sang Jung had died of natural causes. Apparently, they had even found a doctor willing to put such nonsense on the official record. An unmarried noble managing to drink his way into the grave at only 30 years of age would be embarrassing enough. To brazenly try to hide the obvious, however, that will mark the beginning of the Smiths family's fall. Okay. Now, I'm loving how it says year 315, but we all saw earlier that this is in the future, so I'm not sure exactly how this calendar system is working right now. So, we're going to figure that one out. Alright, now we're getting a little flashing icon down here. What do we got? Oh, hello. Hi, how are you doing? Actually, I am just testing that indicator icon to see if it get your attention. Yeah, it worked. I just thought it'd be a good way of letting you know when I have something to say. Very well. I mean, like, if it's super important, I can always just interrupt you, but I don't want to distract you if I can help it. I mean, that'd suck, right? What kind of computer program forces itself onto you right in the middle of you trying to work? So I'll try not to do that. You know what? I might not mind you forcing. No. Well, never mind. So, anyway, that's all. I guess it worked. Carry on, and I'll set the indicator again if I want to tell you something. Alright, very well. Okay. Now, show me. So here's the background, I suppose. There are 2 major noble families on the Mackinawa. The Kims were the big one, as I'm sure you can see. The Smiths were the other major family, but I can't really tell you very much about them. They were the most important family on the ship until just before the end. The High Magistrate was a Smith until the very last year, even. I can give you a little bit about. I can give you a little bit about them for reference, so you can see who the Kim men thought their big enemy was. The Smiths didn't really matter very much at the end, so I can't. Well, I don't know much about them. I certainly never met any of them, so I'm just going off what I've read. Here, this should give you the idea of what I mean. Okay. Here, what? Okay. Go back. Oh, okay, so she added another one. Well, we'll go with, we'll just keep going on the line. Alright, let's see here. I'm trying to figure this calendar thing out. Year 315, S-4M39 through what, 21. If that's how these years work, is just get a year number and then have a whole extra side year, that's gonna be irritating. I would hate that. Contempt. Oh, Sojin. Despite having already shown their faces in the entire time I lived on the Smith house, the second branch of the family has taken it upon themselves to visit again. A week after we were forced to endure their smug eye-rolling at the funeral. Of course, it would be impolite to turn them all away at the door, no matter how poor taste their timing was. So what other choice do we have but to let them in? Husband wanted to have nothing to do with them, being distracted by Jangmi and mother-in-law, and had been hiding in her room, leaving it to me to entertain them. Okay. Of course, as soon as I had sent their son to go see our daughter, cousin-in-law, King Sam, made it just quite clear that it was not that sort of visit. His wife just sat there, silent, while he ripped into me. I couldn't write... Oh, what the hell? I couldn't write down all of his words. It was simply one line of abuse after another. Apparently, we were to be blamed for Sang-Q leaving before they showed up, for wearing the wrong morning grab, or my husband's shocked reaction at his brother's death. In fact, we were to be blamed for his death itself. All he kept shouting about was how embarrassing for the family it was that a nobleman of the Smith house had been allowed to drink himself to death. Well, you can't blame the family. Well, what the hell is wrong with these people? As if the real tragedy was that it looked bad. I might not have felt bad about Sang-Jong dying, but the rest of the family did. To hear such words making light of their loss was appalling. Yet he kept going, shouting awful things after awful thing, until finally the most unexpected thing happened. Mother-in-law entered the room. "What's going on in here?" she asked. He stood up. "I was just passing on a message to son's wife about his disgraceful conduct, since he won't show his face himself." Then he added, "I'm embarrassed to be a Smith right now. Do you think people don't know about our family's shame? Do you have any idea how much of a fool I look like?" I never saw a more terrifying expression in someone's face. She just glared at him. Finally, she said, "Yes, but you clearly do not, or you would have lowered your voice." It took him a moment for that to register. Then he was just shocked. But mother-in-law wasn't done. "Please leave," she said. "Now." They stared at each other for a good while. Mother-in-law naturally won, and with a scowl, Kyung Sam and his family departed. When they had left, I turned to her. "Thank you," I said, but she just shook her head in disgust and exited to her own room without another word. Damn! People of the Kim family is, just... Damn! Alright, anything to say? So I don't think there's anything else about them you'll find relevant. Oh, well. Thank you, I guess? Okay, back to block 4. Alright, Kyung Sam Smith, by example. So this is the person that, drilled into her. Very well. I've given up on any attempts at convincing the main branch family to get their act together. As clearly speaking reason to any of that peck of idiots is a fool's errand. Now I can only hope that their self-destruction is quick, such that it's my son's turn to pick up the pieces of the Smith's name and reputation. He will be able to do it as soon as possible. He seems far less worried about it than I am. Of course, he is only a child, but the boy is mature for his years, and perhaps there is wisdom in his calmness. All we have to do is be better than them, right? He asked me while I was in a rage about the handling of the funeral. Isn't that what gentlemen do? Lead by example? He is right, of course, that as a noble family, we are supposed to be an example to the middle class and the commoners. And the slaves, perhaps, so too must we serve as an example to the family of High Magistrate and his brother. Perhaps things will not be so doomed for my son after all. It will be hard for him, of course, if the main branch family continues on this path of decay, but if any boy will grow up to be able to put things right, I believe it is him. Damn, he is... I'm sorry. Smithers, you are just a horrible person. And watch, find out in the very end of the game, he's gonna be awesome. Here comes the fall. Smith Kyung Sam. Here comes the fall. At least nobody's gonna say I didn't see this coming. News that Sang Mim has gotten sacked just came in, which is definitely the death of any respectability in this family. Temporary leave, it's been described as, but it's obviously a political move on the part of the Emperor. I think I've got a pretty good idea at what he's playing at too. He's hoping that making a move against Sang Mim will push him over the edge, making him do something indefusibly stupid, and use that as an excuse to shuffle him off for good. It's a good plan. It'll work. Meanwhile, the Kim family seem to be up on the rise. getting ready to fill the gaps left by our collapse. Now it's all up to my son. If he's not able to rebuild after all this, then the whole family is doomed to permanent decline. Everything rides on him. Yeah, but you say you couldn't do it. Well, guess we did see a family fall. Very well. Well, I see this video has been going for a while, so I will leave it here, and I will catch you all in the next episode. Goodbye.